licensed to New Bern, North Carolina.
When it comes to arthritis and autoimmune disease, choosing the right specialist matters. For more than 2 decades, Carolina Arthritis Center has been a trusted leader in rheumatology, providing expert care for patients across eastern North Carolina. Whether you're living with rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, psoriatic arthritis, gout, osteoporosis, or another autoimmune condition, our experienced physicians are dedicated to helping you find answers and lasting relief. With advanced diagnostic testing to infusion therapy and personalized treatment plans, you'll receive comprehensive care focused on improving your quality of life. Don't settle for living with chronic pain. Ask your healthcare provider about Carolina Arthritis Center or visit carolina-arthritis.com to learn more. Carolina Arthritis Center. Experienced care, compassionate people, better days ahead.
Good morning, Greenville, good morning, Eastern North Carolina, and good afternoon to everyone joining us from Nigeria, Africa, and around the world. Yes, welcome to another Saturday morning edition of your favorite Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio, where we share stories, celebrate culture, and inspire community. Yes, we are coming to you live on Awesome Radio Network, 107.5 FM and 1570 AM, WECU, right here in Greenville. And a special shout out to everyone listening to us on WNOS 102.3 FM and 1450 AM in New Bern. Yes, we appreciate you being part of the Pitt Perspectives family. And remember, we are not only on radio, you can watch us live on the Pitt Perspectives YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch channels. If you're anywhere else, you can also listen anywhere in the world live at pittperspectives.com. Yes, as always, I'm your friend, your favorite voice on the mic, the man with the juice, the man with the sauce, the man that I call Victor Ihuka. And I'm joined by my amigos, AY and Patrick, gentlemen on gentlemen. Good morning. Yeah, I said gentlemen and then I changed my mind.
On? Anyways,
I changed my mind.
Good morning, everyone listening to us this beautiful Saturday morning. This is AY, and we are here live in the studios of Awesome Radio for Pitt Perspectives, your favorite Saturday morning show. And we've come this morning with a very, very, very interesting topic that I'm excited to discuss, and I'm sure that you are also excited where you are, and you are also ready to go on this ride with us. So make sure that you are not alone, and you are joined by everyone around you to make sure that you are on this beautiful show with us this morning. Mr. Patrick Mbaya.
Gentleman.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning. This is Patrick once again on the 1, the 2, the 3, the Awesome Radio. It's an amazing Saturday morning. As always, the weather is actually beautiful today. It's not too cold, but it's kind of hot, but it's not too hot. So it's just amazing. It's just right, you know. So we're going to have an amazing show as always, and let's get it on the road.
All right. Yes, it's going down in the chat. Zara's Empire says here before the party started. Yes, here. So Zara's Empire, we've been trying to figure out who is behind this account. So we have a gift for you. Yeah, just send Uche your full name on Facebook or wherever else. We have something special for you. Okay, Zara's Empire. Yes, amazing stuff today. Yes, I told you guys today is my mom's birthday. So super shout out. Come on, one time for my mom. Yes. Happy birthday to Reverend Mrs. Ngozi Ihuka. Yes, I mean, and she's part of the Pitt Perspectives family. She's always watching and engaging and, dropping her perspective.
I mean, if she wasn't part of the family, you won't be here. So.
This boy, okay. Yeah, shots fired.
How is it shots fired?
But yes, I mean, she's part of the Pitt Perspectives
She's always
family.
been, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Where is your own mother? Where is she?
She's part of the Pitt Perspectives.
I will see. We need her on the show. Yes, amazing stuff. How's you guys' week been?
It's just there.
AY,
Regular
they are
week,
asking you
getting
why
ready
is
for-
AY in the chats? Why is AY wearing a pin?
Yes,
Yeah.
today I'm representing Pittsburgh's Pirates.
Is it Pittsburgh?
Yeah, this,
The beatbox.
Yes,
oh my
now.
God.
Pittsburgh, but it's
Yes.
fine.
Yes.
The S is after the T,
yeah,
not
sure.
yeah.
Pittsburgh Pirates, yes.
They are not pirates, are they?
They're
They are
Steelers.
pirates.
Steelers.
Oga, they are pirates. Now you wake up. The person wearing the cap tells you they are pirates in the Aggie. Hey, brother.
Oh, it might be the baseball team. Then.
That's
You
why
might
I'm
be right.
saying. No, you are the one that is wearing the cap. I mean, I'm wearing the cap,
okay.
telling you that it's
You're
the
behaving
baseball.
like someone I know. Some might say he has his own reality, but
Uh-uh.
yes. Amazing stuff. So, how's you
Yes.
guys' week been? Let us know in the chat if you're
My
listening
own
too.
week
How's
has-
your week
It's just
been?
been there, Jai. Nothing much.
Oh yeah.
No serious.
How about
Apart from
you?
the fact that my advisor came back this week.
Okay.
We're back. Work
Oh,
is
yeah.
about to start in full swing.
Yes.
Uchendu says, hello guys, Patrick no agree. Oh." Yes, Patrick is make you no agree
Yes.
as well.
I will not agree to. Oh, we are about to go on a short break.
Yes, this is Awesome Radio. I will be back right after the break. Don't touch that dial. Boom.
What would you do if arthritis pain wasn't holding you back? Play with your grandchildren? Work in the garden? Take that morning walk again? At Carolina Arthritis Center, helping you get back to living is what we do every day. Our experienced rheumatology specialists diagnose and treat arthritis, lupus, osteoporosis, gout, and other autoimmune diseases with a personalized treatment plan diagnosed for your unique needs. With advanced diagnostics, infusion therapy, and compassionate care, all in one convenient location, we're proud to serve patients throughout Eastern North Carolina. Don't let joint pain define your life. Ask your primary care provider for referral or learn more at carolina-arthritis.com. Carolina Arthritis Center, helping you move better, feel better, and live better.
Awesome radio. Yes, awesome. Awesome. Can you hear it? Awesome. Awesome.
Yes, welcome back to Awesome Radio Network, and this is Pitt Perspectives, your favorite weekend show, the show where we share stories, celebrate culture, and inspire community. Yes, we're a global stage for local stories. Yes, Omotayo in the chat says, "What's up, guys? I have missed you guys. How you all doing?" Yes, we are doing amazing. We are totally awesome. Ebere Zokalu says, "Hello, guys. Ebere here again. My week has been awesome without the radio." Okay. Yes. Happy birthday to Mommy Victor. Live long, Mama Africa. Yes. Thank you, Ebere Zokalu. She will definitely hear your wishes. Amazing stuff. Yes, my mom was, has always been amazing. She's a nurse. She's been a nurse for over 4 decades, and I remember. Yeah, I remember vividly.
Amazing.
You know how in Nigeria there are usually back in the day like armed robbers, sometimes and stuff. Yeah, we had like an incident where robbers just came and they were banging on the door. Bro, my mom went into prayers, speaking in tongues. Yeah, that's like one of my core memories. But amazing stuff. So, how was your week? We were getting to your week.
Yeah, my week was very busy, very
Oh,
busy.
yeah? Okay.
Because I'm RE training for the fall semester just started, and it goes from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. and it's
Okay.
just continuous every day. And
Interesting.
yesterday was the day that we finally had a break because it was the last day of training. So we did a bunch of Kahoots and just a few things. It wasn't too crazy. It was just recap and chill yesterday for the most part. So yesterday
Amazing
was,
stuff.
finally my way out. But
Yeah, my sister came from Oregon.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we had a good time.
She's still here or she left?
No, she left the before yesterday, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was amazing. I haven't seen her in 2 weeks. I've said 2 weeks in 2 years. Yes, but that was amazing. Yes, amazing stuff. We hope your week was great too. So, as always, it's time for our top community news recap, proudly presented by Carolina Arthritis Center, where your journey to health begins. What do we have today, guys?
Okay, I have the first news here, and it says NC House approves election changes. Hemp vote delayed.
Yes, the North Carolina House approved a bill that would change several state election rules. House Bill 958 would shorten early voting for primaries, runoffs, and special elections from 17 days to 10 and allow officials to use federal or other state databases to help identify deceased voters. It would also allow challenges to early and mail-in ballots for up to 3 days after an election. Republicans say the change will improve election administration, while Democrats raised concerns about inaccurate databases, voter protections, and post election ballot challenges. Lawmakers also delayed a vote on a proposal to ban most intoxicating hemp products until November after strong opposition from hemp businesses and advocates. Yes.
We also have we also have North Carolina students report safer, healthier behaviors.
Yes, a new statewide survey shows encouraging changes among North Carolina public high school students. The 2025 Youth Risk Behavior Survey found alcohol and marijuana use at 20-year lows, while fewer students reported fighting, carrying weapons at school, or missing school because they felt unsafe. More students also say they feel like they belong at their school, increasing from 51% in 2023 to about 59% in 2025. However, important challenges remain. Nearly 30% of students reported persistent sadness or hopelessness, and 11.4% said they had seriously considered suicide. Most students also reported getting less than 8 hours of sleep on school nights. State education officials said schools should continue strengthening mental health support, student safety, and connections between students and trusted adults. Yes, moving on, guys.
Yes, Farmville pauses data center for 1 year.
Oh, yes. The Farmville Board of Commissioners unanimously approved a 12-month pause on new data center development. The decision gives town officials time to study how data centers could affect land use, infrastructure, water, electricity, the environment, and nearby residents before creating local rules. The discussion began after a company presented the possibility of developing a small data center in the Farmville Industrial Park, although no formal proposal has been submitted. Residents raised concerns about noise, heavy water and electricity use, environmental impacts, and what could happen if a data center eventually closes. Yes, in our final news of the day, guys.
In our final news of the day, we have that Farmville pauses data center. No, sorry.
Are you asleep?
I am not. Greenville eyes major sports complex expansion.
Yes, Greenville is considering a major expansion of the North Recreational Complex. The city could trade the former State Highway Patrol property on East 10th Street and pay an additional $2.34 million to acquire more than 156 acres beside the existing complex. Greenville already has a 50-year agreement with East Carolina University to develop the complex as a destination for athletic tournaments. The city council is also considering about $6.2 million in contracts to install artificial turf on 4 sports field. Another proposed $1.5 million project would build a 685-foot boardwalk connecting Wildwood Park and River Park North, creating a combined network of about 16 miles of trail. The council is scheduled to consider this project at its Monday meeting. Yes, that's all we have for you today on our top community news recap, proudly presented by Carolina Arthritis Center, where your journey to health begins. Yes, it's been going down in the chat. Zara's Empire. Yes, we still need to find your phone and we have something for you. Zara's Empire says in the chat, Patrick, why did your face light up when you heard of Victor's sister? Yes, Patrick is a Gen Z. He can't help himself.
What?
And Zara's Empire says, happy birthday, Mommy Victor. I don't know you, but the way your son speaks grammar shows you don't joke with education. God bless you, man. Wow, this feels like a backhanded compliment. I don't understand. Abide and Pray always says, "Hello guys, I had a very productive week. The rain dealt with me too, and guess what, guys? On Tuesday, I stood between the sun and rain. Let me explain. I was standing where it was raining, and the other part it was not raining. That's interesting.
I feel like it's. I
think-
don't know how many people experienced it, but I've actually experienced
Oh,
it.
really?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. I
Yeah.
think the one I've experienced, I think there's a name for it, where the sun is shining and it's raining. You know, why? Yeah, it's been interesting. Rex Joe says, "Hello guys, I have been weak this week. I even fell into a pit, and I'm here to share my perspectives." Come on, one time for Rex. Okay, now see grammar. Interesting. Yes. So today on our Community Voices segment, we have less than 2 minutes, but we carry on with it. On our Community Voices segment today, we're talking about a very, 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 very important, aspect of our lived experience. Do people change or just reveal who they really are? Do people change or just reveal who they really are? We've had it. People grow, make mistakes, and learn from experience, and sometimes becomes very different from who they once were. But when someone says they've changed, how do we know whether that change is real or whether time and circumstance are simply revealing who they have always been? So, today we are asking, do people change or just reveal who they really are? What do you think? Do you believe people can truly change, or do they mostly reveal more of who they already are? The second question is, how much should someone's past influence the way we see them today? And the final question is, what makes you believe that someone has genuinely changed? Do you believe people can truly change, or do they mostly reveal who they really are? And how much should someone's past influence the way we see them today? And what makes you believe that someone has genuinely changed? As always, you can always reach us on our studio line 252-756-2008. If you're calling from outside the United States, it's +1 252-756-2008. And you can also leave your perspectives in the chats across Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, and we'll definitely get to it. Yes, Omotayo says, "Happy birthday, Mama. You supposed they here." Yes, today you
A
supposed
week of worship, fellowship, prayer, teaching, empowerment. August 26th through August 30th in Jacksonville at 2734 Commerce Road. God's House of Deliverance, praise and worship with Apostle Linda Gary. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday services, 7 o'clock p.m. Saturday morning fellowships beginning 8:30 a.m. Breakfast brunch will be served. Saturday evening fellowship beginning 5 o'clock p.m. Sunday 11 o'clock a.m. and Sunday evening 3 p.m. closes out this fifth day fellowship. Dinner will be served. It's a week of worship, fellowship, prayer, teaching, empowerment. August 26th through August 30th in Jacksonville, North Carolina. A church alive is worth the drive. For more information, contact Minister Lakeisha Eccles, 910-803-8976, or Dr. Camilla Nicholson, 252-775-8141. That's August 26th through August 30th in Jacksonville at God's House of Deliverance, praise and worship with Apostle Linda Gary.
Awesome radio. Yeah, it's awesome. Awesome. Can you hear it? Awesome. Awesome.
Yes, welcome back. This is Awesome Radio Network, and this is Pitt Perspectives. Yes, the show where we share stories, celebrate culture, and inspire community from Eastern North Carolina to the rest of the world. Yes, we're a global stage for local stories. Yes, before we went on that break, Amatayo said, "Happy birthday, Mama. You supposed they here today. Make Victor go easy on Patrick." Interesting. Yes, Victor will go easy on Patrick. But yes, guys, we're talking about, do people change or just reveal who they are? Yes, do you genuinely believe people can change? Not just change their clothes, job, location, or friend group, but fundamentally change the way they think, behave, and treat people. So I think it might make sense to start from the resident Gen Z, just because this generation knows a little about change. Everything about them is changing. So, Gen Z, Patrick, do you believe people can truly change, or do they mostly reveal more of who they already are? You can drop your takes in the comments as always.
Yeah. I would say my perspective on this is actually 50-50 in either direction, right?
Okay.
And it's because I truly do feel like, given the chance, people could change for the better, right?
Or worse, but yeah.
Oh yeah, or worse. But I mean, I'm glad you're the one that said worse, cause.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's like
You can't help yourself.
it's like
you know about worse.
yes, I don't know how you said for worse. I don't think.
But I
anybody-
mean, change goes either way.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
true. You're right. Yeah, life experiences can shape people to.
See, you just
No.
almost said the same thing Zara just
Oh,
dropped.
yeah, Cesar and I
Yeah,
think.
see,
alike.
there's a connection.
Yes.
Yeah, just said the same thing. People
wow.
can genuinely change. Life experiences can reshape how we think and behave.
Boom. Yeah, it's like, the way we experience life. Like people that experience the same lifestyle tend to, turn out the same, right? Like siblings turn out the same most of the time or whatnot. And so it's like, yes, given given the circumstances and the time, people could change, things change. But then I also believe that sometimes people have, the way that they were brought up and the way they are made up. And so sometimes they just need a few things to click for them to reveal who they are. Like for example, I am more extroverted than I am introverted, right? But sometimes I'll be the quietest person in the room. Not because I'm not an extrovert, but because for that setting of people, I don't know them. So I don't feel inclined to talk. So I just choose to be quiet. And not because I'm a big introvert, but because the setting is that I don't know these people right now. So I'm not going to talk at all because I don't know them at all. So see, that's me
Changing.
reacting to, the stimuli, which is...
Well, I see what you mean. I think
Yeah.
this mostly is in terms of like over a period of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yes, I see what you mean. Eberos Okalu says sometimes people don't change; they just stop pretending. Agree?
It's good.
Okay. AY doesn't entirely agree or not. Uchendu Junior says, "I believe both can happen. Change is real, but pressure can also reveal character." Agree?
Or create new character.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it's always in there. We all have those capacities and those latent.
Like how
know.
people say, don't let money change you. Bro never had money, so you never knew who he was.
That's interesting.
Maybe he's not changing. It's just,
Interesting. All right, AY, let me come to you. Do you believe people can truly change, or do they mostly reveal more of who they already are? Keyword already are.
Yeah. Well, I personally believe that like change is like probably the only constant thing in the world. Like it keeps like change is constant, right? People will change, things will change. I don't think there's anyone who remains the same all through. So I believe that people do change.
Yes.
You think you are this person for a period of time, and people evolve. You learn new things.
Right.
There are information that was not available to you before now that is now available. That kind of informs how you think and the kind of person you are. So I actually believe that people change, and like Victor said, for the worse, and like Patrick also said, for some people for the better. Right, depending on what information is available to them and whatever situation they are going through at the time.
Right.
So yeah, I believe that people actually really change. Yeah.
Amazing stuff. All right, so that brings us to the next question because we've agreed people do change, and then They can also.
Did we agree? Some people did not agree.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Interesting.
Some people are saying that they don't change, that they just stop.
Oh yeah,
So
but I doubt if it's even possible to pretend for that long a period of time.
I think it's possible.
Oh really?
Yes.
Yeah,
tell
especially
us
from experience.
more about
Yeah,
No,
tell us more.
not from experience per se, but from like having lived with different kinds of people and just seeing them be who they. I had a friend who was very good at pretending. Like
So,
he was very good. Like he would put on a show, and me and
Okay.
I was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" He's like,
I mean, I'm
I'm
trying
doing my
to I'm
thing.
trying to imagine that, but then there's also the amount of work it takes, and this is just me. The amount of work it would take to pretend at something over a span of years or months.
It's a lot,
It's incredible. I'm tempted to say maybe we just weren't looking in that
So,
direction. You
okay.
know how, maybe people can have a personality or they can be charismatic, right? And we just sort of fixate on that and not see some of the other red flags. And then after some time, it's sort of our eyes, something happens, and then all of a sudden, your eyes, you're like, oh, wow. It doesn't mean they just started doing that. It means, it's always been there, but for some reason, we've not been looking. That's, again, my take. I think, pretending. But, you could be right, too, but I think pretending takes, and then there is also the thing where people reveal themselves. Some people say time reveals, because you can't, sometimes you let your guards down if you actually truly pretending. But Omotayo says people change, but the question is, what do they change to? Interesting. Omotayo goes on to say, Vic, pretense can be done for a very long time. Okay, well, I don't know about that, but yes, I think that brings us to the second question: how much should someone's past influence the way we see them today? And I have a very interesting this or that game in the end. We hope we can do so. But how much should someone's past influence the way we see them today? What do you think, AY?
Well, first of all, there's this thing that people say that you cannot beat a child and tell the child how to cry. Even
Right.
though back home they do that a lot, but that's not the point.
Right.
They actually do it. They beat the child and say,
But
"Shut up."
the idea is that, but the idea is that
therapist.
a person's past, whether it determines how you see them or not, is the sole decision of the person that is perceiving them in that moment, right?
Okay.
So you can choose to not look at them and their past, while someone else
Oh, okay.
would decide to say, okay, well, this person has been like this, and I don't think I can. We talked about trust. I think trust last week.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to give them this trust going forward, right?
Right.
So, and it's still the same person, right? The same past, the same person in the same situation, but different people around will decide to perceive them or think about their past in different ways.
Right.
Right. We've heard stories of people who were probably criminals or something, and then they got converted, and now they are probably maybe ministers of the gospel or something. And then, of course, people are receiving their ministries, right? Because they are now the new person, and it doesn't change the fact that these people have actually changed
Okay.
from their old ways. But we still know that there will be people who will always still look at them with the lens of who they used to be.
Right.
And at that point, you can't really blame those people for thinking that way. So it will go both ways. Some people will decide that, okay, this person is a converted person, and I want to believe that this is who they are now, and I want to flow with that new reality. While some other people will be like, well, I don't know. I still see them through the lens of who they used to be. Right, and that's why they say things like, "Oh, the internet does not forget." You see people posting stuff online. I saw one recently, in fact, yesterday actually. Somebody posted something on Instagram, and somebody wrote in the comments that, "See, very soon now you start giving birth to children. How will you explain to your child that this was just for content, right?" So I think we need to go on this break.
Yes, this is Awesome
continue when I get
Radio,
back.
and we'll be back right after the break. Don't touch that dial. Boom.
Right here.
Join our team of totally awesome volunteers. When you volunteer into the Awesome Radio Network family, you are valued and appreciated. Are you retired? Do you need something rewarding to do? Do you need community hours? We can be reached at 252-756-3137. We have several volunteer opportunities readily available for you to choose from. Awesome Radio Network is seeking self-motivated and positive volunteers who may be interested in learning how we do radio and community events. Visit our website to learn more, awesomeradionetwork.org, or reach us at 252-756-3137. Disclaimer: we vet our volunteers and reserve all rights to mutually accept or refuse.
Welcome back to Awesome Radio Network and the best weekend show east of North Carolina. This is Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio. And today we are talking about change. Do people really change or just reveal who they really are? Yes, in the comment section in the chat, Zara's Empire says it is very possible to pretend for too long, and sometimes it takes over your true identity. Agreed, guys? Okay. Different perspectives. About Storytelling Hangout says, how do we know someone has changed? I think on some level we feel it. I think sometimes, even if it's unspoken, you feel a shift in energy or a vibe. Yeah, it's like the Gen Zs will say. Yeah. You skedaddle.
I don't know about all that. I don't think any Gen Z says that, but maybe the ones do, not me or for one. But I think it's true. How do we know someone has changed? I think being around a person for a long period of time, then you start to notice like a few changes. Maybe not even big changes. Like maybe every morning they would say what's up, and now they don't say what's up.
Right.
Maybe they just nod their head this time, right? They just nod
Right.
their head.
Okay.
Or it doesn't have to be like big changes.
Right.
Like they were driving a Toyota and now they have a Lambo. No, it doesn't have to be that huge. It's just simple, everyday everyday changes. Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Let's play a game. And you guys can join us in the chats too. No long speeches. So I'll present a couple of scenarios, and in the chat, just type what number the scenario is. If it's one, just say one and drop your. So it's you guys have to decide changed or revealed. I present a scenario and you choose if the person changed or revealed who they are. And then, in less than a minute, defend your position. So, first scenario, someone becomes rich and suddenly stops talking to most of their friends. Changed or revealed?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with.
So someone becomes rich and suddenly stops talking to most of their friends. For a lot of people do it. I think you've had. We've all heard about.
There's a big thing called switching up on your day.
Even people sing about it in songs too all the time, right?
Well, as soon as I get rich, I'm switching up on my day.
Right, like on.
It's a thing.
So would that be changed? Okay, a very big thanks to everyone for your good wishes and kind words on my birthday. I really appreciate you all. Yes, that's the birthday lady. Yeah. Ngozi, come on one time again for Mom's in the building. Yes. Thank you for joining us. Well, she's here now.
Yes.
But yes, changed. You said.
Mm-hmm. I would say reveal.
Revealed?
Yes.
Okay.
Most likely.
Why?
I go with that.
Because I feel like when they didn't have the money, they were, pretending to be.
It's just like something you said earlier, something like it's because you haven't touched money.
Yes.
You don't know how it feels.
Yes.
Okay, so changed or revealed too?
Why do you think
it
that?
Could be both as well.
Why do you think that somebody will change because they now have money?
Money brings out the worst and the best of us, though. Yeah. It's a true thing. Like how people say, never trust the humility of or the loyalty of a poor man. It's been said, because they don't have any option. They don't have any choice. So they deal with whatever they have to do. But once money gives you options, money gives you choices, you can now deal with the people you want to deal with. And I feel like,
Okay, I mean that's fair, but it doesn't have to though.
I
We
mean,
agree
yeah,
on
but I
that.
mean,
Okay,
it's
yeah.
It goes
reality.
both
This
ways.
is
It
life,
doesn't have
though.
to. It goes
You know,
both
this
ways.
is life. But I think
I know
it's
what you're
always
saying.
been
I
in
get it, I
them.
get
So, yes, scenario 1, you guys went with revealed. So, scenario 2, someone was wild in their 20s, gets married, has children, and becomes extremely responsible, changed, or revealed.
Which one
That's
is
more
wild?
like that's
What-
more like change.
I mean, it's a real thing on both genders.
But I think I
you
understand.
know.
Like, I kind of have an
Yeah,
idea. what
it
you're
could
saying.
be a frat boy, you know, typical frat boy stereotype, and then you get married, and then you know you're responsible and all that.
Or a 304 their entire life, and then
Bruh.
then they become.
Right. I mean, it's a
Okay.
real thing.
Yes.
So changed or revealed.
Yeah, more of changed.
Changed?
I would think.
It's change, yeah.
Because what
Alright.
is it revealing?
You're not revealing. The
Okay,
truth.
like they've always been like they've always been responsible,
The truth.
but they were
There's nothing
caught
to
up.
reveal,
No, I mean, because reveal goes both ways too.
This one is not revealing
There's
anything.
nothing
It's
to reveal,
changing.
alright.
If they want
They
to
revealed
reveal-
their true inner responsible self.
Nah,
I don't know
think
about
so.
that.
Okay, all right. So scenario 3, a normally calm person becomes completely different when they are angry, changed.
No,
Or
there's
reveal.
nothing
Sometimes
there.
reveal,
I think
yeah.
there's nothing there actually because
Okay.
it's like it's just an instant, right?
Okay.
And when people are angry, most times there are
Okay.
times that you can't really tell how you react in some of those situations. Even you might not be able to tell how you react.
I can tell, but go ahead.
No, I'm telling you to your face that there are things that you'll experience that you'll not be able to tell.
I mean, the times I'm
And
experiencing.
I've had one of such experiences, and I've
Okay.
shared it probably on this show before. The day that these boss people were trying to mess with me, the way I reacted that day. First of all, I've never done anything like that before, and even me, I was surprised because. But I mean, it was a very terrible experience,
Right.
and I'll mention their name on this show. Greyhound. If you know Greyhound, please avoid them.
Ms. Akila will ask you for money for mentioning.
Like
the
nah.
business.
Those
But
guys, they really stressed me. But
They
like
traumatized the one.
yes, like anytime I think about it, I'm like, so in those kind of moments, are you not going to? I've not done that. That thing happened like almost 2 years ago now, and I've
Right.
not behaved like that ever since. So are you
What,
going
what
to?
did you do, AY? What did you do?
I sat down on the floor, and I was
sat down
shouting.
in the middle of the road.
I was shouting
and was swearing for.
because I was just my mind was blown.
You're
away because-
discombobulated, Victor would say.
I mean, I would agree with you because it was almost like an out of body experience.
Oh,
That
yeah?
the bus was here. I could have got on the bus. We spent almost 3 minutes begging this lady to let me on the bus. My stuff, like my bags, were still on the bus, and I'm like,
Right.
let me just get on this. So, it was like,
So
go and
let's-
get it out. I'm like,
so
the time it
let's-
will take me to get it out is more than the time it will take me to get on this bus. But she did, like actually had to get the things out,
So
and
you're
then the bus
saying-
left, and I was just watching the bus go. I'm like, are you joking?
Don't worry.
So you're saying, we literally just spoke about your experience. So a normally calm person becomes completely different when they are angry. You said it's changed, not revealed, right?
No, there's nothing there. There's no
you're
change.
saying
But
it's-
I
There's
think
no,
that- but I
there's
think
no
that's-
change.
No,
There's
no,
no
no, no,
reveal.
no, no,
It's
no,
just
no,
an
no.
instant.
No, I
and
don't-
It
I
will
don't
probably
think
never
so.
happen again. That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't think so.
It
I
did
think-
not reveal anything,
I think there's been,
and it did not change
I
anything.
think
It's
there's
just
been
a one-off.
patterns. I think there's been patterns around. Think about people who say.
I don't think they're talking about a once-off thing.
Yeah,
They're
I
talking about
mean-
someone who.
But I'm
is
saying it
normally
could be a
calm.
one-off.
Once they get angry,
Yeah, I mean
they
it
snap.
could. No, there's no other option. It's changed or revealed. That's what we're
And
talking
I'm saying
about.
there
Rex Joe.
is nothing there. Like it
Okay,
could be.
that's your perspective
Yeah.
anyway. Zara Empire says changed for this friend who got rich and wouldn't call their friends again. James Brooks says changed. Uchendu Junior says it depends. Maybe his friends didn't level up. That is change. Rex Joe is asking, is there another option? No, it's changed or revealed. Okay, he said there's nothing there. I think there's something that could reveal a pattern. Because think about it. We've had about
Except if that person behaves like that
That's the
every
whole-
time they are angry. Like
That's-
every time they get angry, they
Right.
behave the exact same way. Then that was probably reviewed or something.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So, someone repeatedly promises they have changed after getting caught doing the same thing. Changed or revealed.
That question was not
Wait,
framed
what?
well.
Can you? come
Someone
again.
repeatedly promises they have changed
Mhm.
after getting caught doing the same thing.
That's That's
No, that question was not fair.
what is
bro.
it? Yeah.
Check. Yeah,
So,
it's not.
I mean, think about what it's not saying.
So it's revealing their true character.
So it means, right, someone would always apologize for stuff and then do it again, and then apologize, and then do it again, and then apologize.
But it's not.
and then-
It's obvious now.
Okay.
There's no. Do you understand? It's like very direct. It's
Yeah.
just what it is. Do you get?
Okay. Nkechi Promise said he revealed who he truly is.
Which one are you talking about?
So I'm thinking maybe.
It's either the most current one or the last one.
Yeah.
Do you get?
Okay. Yeah, I said to put. Okay, frame the question well. All right, if somebody keeps following your hand and apologizing. All right, okay, so final one. Someone you knew years ago reconnects with you and seems completely different, more mature, thoughtful, and humble.
They could have changed.
Okay.
Or they could have revealed themselves.
I feel
think
like
it's more like change.
I feel like it's more like change because over time, like I said when I started,
Right.
people
People
like
change,
change.
yeah.
There are people that and that's why I've heard this advice a couple of times that if you meet a new friend that you've not met in a long time, it's always it's always advisable to be careful the way you relate with them and not try to relate with them the exact way you guys were relating
Okay.
the last time you met them because
Okay.
a lot could have happened that you don't know about. They could
Okay.
have changed,
Okay.
and then there are people who have even fallen for scams in that kind of
Right.
setting where
Right.
it's an old friend. They feel, this is my guy, and then this guy has changed, but they don't know, and then
You know what's interesting
yeah.
is when we, just like you're saying from like a first person point of view, you're saying that they would have changed. I'm imagining,
could have.
yeah. I imagine too, like from their own perspective, we could have changed
Yeah.
too.
It's true, yeah.
Yeah. So, and
I
that
mean-
brings me to a very important
Yeah,
question.
it's true. Sometimes I sit down and look at myself and like, man, I've changed. Like,
So, do you think the 10-year Patrick would think you've changed 10 years ago, or
yeah,
Oh, yeah?
so much, like so much change. It's crazy.
for better or worse,
looking at where
or
it's-
both?
For better, I would like to say. I would like to believe it's for better, but I don't know.
But
for
I
sure.
think if we sort of break it down, maybe better in some places and worse in
Yes,
some.
yes, true.
It's nuanced. Yes,
Yeah.
the last question is changed. I believe the one with the friend, the person changed. Yeah, so this is a philosophical question. Guys, are we changing all the time? Because, when we think about change, just like we've said here, we mostly talk about it in relation to other people.
Yes.
Now, for us as individual, this is, I guess, a self-introspection or whatever question. Are we changing all the time?
Well, I think there's a question that is actually coming to my own mind.
Okay.
In that line, which
Okay.
is,
No.
when we say change, do we mean in opposite direction or in the same direction?
I
So,
mean,
so let me give you an
okay.
example. If somebody, is maybe let me use the worst part. Somebody is bad, or somebody tells lies, for example, and maybe 2 or 3 years after, this person is now a chronic liar. Like, are you going to say the person has changed? Or do you understand what I'm trying to
Okay.
say? Do you know this person? This person is, he tells lies.
What's interesting?
But now
is-
he's now even more advanced in it. Has it changed?
it's very interesting.
He's leveled up. He's not.
No, no, no.
changed.
So
it's
now
interesting
use
now.
it in the positive now.
No. It's interesting, because now I'm thinking when you actually get deeper into the question, as maybe a mental gymnastics type of thing, one revealing themselves is also a kind of change.
Okay.
I mean, if we're talking about, say, literal meaning of change, because
Yeah.
change is a deviation from the status quo, right? Even revealing themselves is change. So I see your point, but in that case, I think it's a kind of change.
Because if it's
which
I'm
is
saying if
also
it's in
revealing
if it's in the
themselves.
same direction, sort of, we used to call it change.
But
even
it's
though,
still change too, because the velocity or the
Yes,
veracity
yes, that's what I'm
of,
trying to say.
of the lies.
because if you look at it from the positive side, you will not say the person has changed.
okay,
But
they more
so that was
revealed-
why I
okay,
used
I see.
the other side so that it looks very extreme.
I see what you mean too, but from what I'm thinking or what I'm hearing, it answers this question that we are changing all the time.
Yeah.
again, it changes. And guys, let me know what you guys think in the chat. And I think it's, a lot of it is unconscious, because as we experience things, I like to believe our brain recalibrates and, figure out very different ways to deal with experiences and issues. But I also think at the core, who we are
I would
doesn't change much. And I say this because I've always come back to this Bible verse. We did in children department, Proverbs 22 verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old,
he will not depart from
it. And
Amen.
why are you?
Hallelujah. I mean, it's good, Mumsy's birthday. Yes.
Why is salvation turning you?
It's not telling anything.
All right.
Just
All right. Zara Sembra said,
spirit.
my question, is it true that character really shows under pressure? Yes. Yes. Nkechi Promise is asking, what if someone's behavior changes but their personality doesn't? Is that still real change? Please unpack
What do
that.
you mean,
Is
yeah?
that even possible
Is it,
for someone's behaviors to change?
But
Their personality, I feel like personality is a part of behavior.
it's tied to.
Or vice versa.
Yes,
it's
the other side, yeah.
So
It's
behavior
like
is part of personality. Okay. Yeah, is that still real change? Please let us know. And it's interesting how we can talk about anything from the light-hearted to the deeply philosophical. But yes, I think we're all changing all the time. But then, that all bringing, and I'm sure there is some psychological or medical, reason for this. How every kid needs to be well adjusted. That's why people propose that kids go out and interact with others as kids. Because kids who are not able to do that, they grow up to be maladjusted. They don't know how to play with others. They don't know how to respond, because it's in those formative years that you sort of build out those instincts which is why I've heard about how, they did some research and they found out from like 3 to 4 years or so, which kids would be, maybe future serial killers or some weird, societal menace. Just because seeing how kids play in the playground, how kids, if they don't let them play, they're always violent. They always want to, hold the ball or whatever.
I feel like that's a really strange thing to do, because at the end of the day, we know that for the most part, children are mostly, and I think we've talked about this on the show before, where we talked about where people like
nature versus nurture.
Yes, something like that, something in that neighborhood. Like the idea of children are still like clay.
Yeah, tabula
for the
rasa.
most part, yeah. And then you mold them
You said what?
Tabula rasa. Blank slate.
Yeah.
It's a theory too in psychology. But yeah.
Like but that day you didn't agree with me in this same.
No. It's not like I said it was nuanced. I said it.
You are talking about how people come with it.
But I said there are certain. No. What I said was that there are certain instincts.
Yeah.
That are, that's why it's instinct in the first place. Instinct means it's not learned. It's coded.
Okay.
And then
from where
nature now.
But no,
there are things you will do,
the
but there are things you do, and some. I know even my mom would do. There are certain things I will do or reply a certain way, and hear things like, "Yeah, you're a true son of your father," because they have those
you grew up
mannerisms
with your father, and your father rubbed off on you.
So the interesting thing about it is too, in my clan, there are certain dispositions we have.
Because you guys are.
We don't see each other all the time.
There
are
parts of you that have touched.
Yeah, the point I'm trying to make is.
So the reason why, for example, so let me see, for example, you just give now. I said your dad rubbed off on you, and you probably see that in maybe a cousin.
Okay.
Is because your dad has had contact with that person's father or mother.
That's not. No. That's not how I explain it.
Okay.
I'm talking even for people who haven't had contact.
Is it possible for you to?
It's possible.
Okay.
I have an uncle who.
It might not be direct contact from you. It could be with somebody that has had contact with somebody that has had contact with you.
No. So the point I'm trying to make is that there are certain instincts that we come with,
But I get
and
it.
there has been research that things like kleptomania even and certain things, character markers, are there are certain genes that predisposes people to certain things too. Yes. So let's see. Is it true that character really shows under pressure? Yes, it's true, I think. Zara Senpai and Kechi, what if someone's behavior changes? Okay, we've answered this. Rex Joe says, do we sometimes expect people to remain the person we first met? I think yes.
I think it's yes.
Yes,
And that's the problem.
I think it's yes, because change is hard. Even as humans, we want to expect something, consistency, which is again good in a lot of ways and maybe not so good. Zara Semper says, please spell it. Spell what?
Tabula rasa.
Oh,
No.
tabula. I mean,
Yes.
tabula. TABULARASA. Tabula rasa. To whatever.
Is it possible that we only notice someone's change when it affects us personally?
Or we notice it more when it
Yeah.
touches us personally.
That's
So
Yeah, I think so. If you don't deal with
funny
someone.
enough. You know what? Let's
Yes.
go out.
This is
I'll
Awesome
hold
Radio
that thought and I'll
Network.
get back to
And
it.
this is Pitt Perspectives. Yeah, it's been an interesting conversation. After the break, boom.
Do you have documents that need to be notarized? We provide notary services by appointment 252-756-3137.
Awesome radio. Yeah, it's awesome. Awesome. Can you hear it? Awesome. Awesome.
Yes, this is Awesome Radio Network, and this is Pitt Perspectives. Yes, we're in the last final lap. Esther Olama had asked, is it possible that we only notice someone's change when it affects us personally? AY will talk about that, and then Letitika B. It's been a minute, Letitika. How have you been? Yeah, she's the one that always agrees with Patrick. Yeah. Letitika B says, kids mirror what they see and hear. Kids are not born a thief. Victor. They see what I mean? They are taught in some way this behavior.
yes.
As expected. You see, she didn't change. You see, I knew what to expect from her.
While we're going on that break, there was something that came to mind. And I was going
Right.
to ask: is it possible for people to change and not know they've changed?
I think so.
And
yes.
the reason why I'm saying this is because I was actually watching something during the week, and it's a story of this upcoming
Artist.
actor,
Okay.
and it's like a series.
Right.
And then she with her friends, she was the first person to quote unquote blow. And then the other friends that they were hustling together, trying to get roles in Nollywood. You know how things are. Okay, I don't know if you know, but like,
Yeah, I
you
know,
get the
I know.
idea.
Yeah.
Where like since you got this your big break and you became a celebrity, you've
Okay, we have a
changed.
caller on the line. All
All
right.
right, take the call now.
Yeah, good morning. You're live on Awesome Radio. This is Speed Perspectives.
Perspective. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah, what's up? Who do we have on the line?
It's your homie Tunde Atonda. What's
Oh,
going on?
today, one time for us. Yes, we're running out of time, but quick one. Do people really change or do they reveal who they are in 30 seconds?
You know what? It's funny enough you guys are asking this question today. My dad used to tell me that people don't change
Okay.
when I was younger. And I think for the most part of my life, I used to think that. But no, man, I genuinely think people change. It's hard to change. Just like, we study physics. When an element becomes an element, it's like gold or it's iron or silver. It's hard for it to change, right? Because you need it to remain in the form that God made it to be. So you can use it for stuff. But we found that you put under enough pressure or in the right environment, you even substances that are already crystallized and formed atomically can change. Well, sometimes it's because you have to put too much effort to create the change. But yes, people do change.
Thank you. I hope you have a great day, Babatunde. Thank you for bringing
You
that
too, my brother. Take
perspective.
care. See you
All
guys
right,
on the block.
man. One time for Babatunde. Yeah, that's a very
That's
that's
actually
a very having bringing out physics perspectives. It was very interesting. So abide and pray always says Can someone change if everyone around them keeps treating them like their old self? Can someone
Well,
change?
I feel like
if-
the change will probably come from the person themselves, whether they treat you a kind of way or not.
Okay.
If you have decided to change in a certain direction,
I disagree.
it's your
actually.
responsibility to be
Okay.
that person.
Okay.
I disagree because I feel like it's people tend to try to impress the people around them. That's just how human nature is.
So what if the people around them are expecting them to be a bad person because they probably were
They-
and they have decided to be a good person?
Have you
Should
heard of
they
the
remain
phrase?
bad?
Have you heard of the phrase? You are the average of your 5 friends. Tell me your 5 friends, and I'll tell you a bit about
you're not
yourself.
getting what I'm saying. You said people want to impress. So I'm saying in
Yes.
the flip side, how do you impress people by staying bad when they expect you to be bad? That's what I'm saying in this situation.
Because they expect you to be bad.
So
So
you
you
want
want
to-
to be bad to impress them. I'm gonna tell you how. So for one, people always tend to be the average of their 5 friends. If you hang out around 5 people that like to do Bible study,
The law of averages.
yes, the law of averages, there's a high chance that you will also at some point start going to Bible study because all your friends do that. Same thing with me. All my friends play basketball, so I tend to play basketball, right? Not because necessarily I've played basketball my entire life, but because that's the most common thing in America, and that's what all my friends do. So now I like it. I don't know how that came, but now I like it. And for example, people like to tend to impress their friends. When it's called, I think in psychology they call it positive reinforcement.
Okay.
And so, like when you do that thing, your friends make you feel
Respond a
good.
certain way,
You,
and then
they make you feel good, and your brain associates that with, oh, this is a good thing. When I do this, they like it, and so you tend to repeat it, even unconsciously. Sometimes you
It's
repeat
mostly
that action.
unconscious, but
You repeat that action. You repeat that action. Before you know it, that becomes a new character. And sometimes when you change like this, you don't even realize it until you sit down and really reflect. And you're like, wow, why did I do that? And then it's because positive reinforcement is a real thing.
Wow.
So in line with this particular question, can
Okay.
somebody change if all the people around them keeps treating them with like their old self? And I'm saying in a
Interesting.
situation
They're
whereby
going to change back
their
to
old self is maybe a negative character. Maybe for example, the one I use, like someone that tells lies a lot, and now they've decided to start saying the truth. Will they stay lying because people are always not believing them?
I think this is a
you understand?
psychological, what's it called, puzzle. I don't think there is any, wrong
We've
or right
actually
answer.
ate all the time
Yes.
in the world.
So Letitia Kabi says, "Old saying, birds of a feather flock
Flock
together."
together,
So I
yes.
told you she's always supporting Patrick.
She's not.
Jimmy and Lynn, Malison Gamel says, "Beautiful guys, thank you." Yes, thank you, Lynn, for joining us. Yes, it's been an amazing conversation today. We didn't even get to the community events going on. Chiwendu Goodness, hello everyone. I'm Goodness. Thanks to the Abba Storytelling Hangout for introducing me to this channel. Yes, thank you for staying with us. Amazing conversation, guys. Amazing, and we're always excited to be here every weekend, hearing all your perspectives from the deep to the philosophical, and we really appreciate you joining us. Yes, we recorded our second episode of the Pitt Perspectives video podcast, and that will be dropping anytime from now on our YouTube channel. Please be on the lookout for it, and all the amazing things coming up, sometime in the near future. And that brings us to our weekly inspiration. Today's conversation has been about change, so here's something to carry you into the week. You don't have to remain the person you used to be. Growing means being willing to look at yourself honestly. And when it comes to other people, remember this: don't judge change by only what someone says. It's been a great time for all of us at Pitt Perspective. See you next week. Boom.